Battle Through the Heavens, Chapter 216, The Emergence of the Seven-Colored Heaven-Swallowing Python. The screams collapse into a ringing silence, leaving only the scent of scorched scales and the pressure of eyes gathering in the dark. Xiaoyan's pulse thuds against his ribs as he retreats, his boots grinding ash while the queen's charred remains lie still. A dry snap fractures the quiet. The blackened husk peels to reveal a rhythmic motion deep within the shell.
Under the observation of Xiaoyan, at the charred and stiff snake corpse that lay weakly on the ground, the blackened skin suddenly began to slowly peel away. The speed of the peeling gradually increased. By the end, Xiaoyan could vaguely see that inside the body of the giant snake, something was trying to break through the shell and emerge.
Gulp.
Witnessing this somewhat miraculous scene, the hair on Xiaoyan's body stood on end. He swallowed a mouthful of saliva and slowly turned around, his eyes fixed on the giant snake as it continued to shed its charred skin. He carefully and gently took a few steps back, asking urgently in his heart,
Teacher, what is happening?
A breath has begun to appear inside the snake's body.
Yao Lao's voice now held a few hints of solemnity.
Did she succeed in evolving?
Xiaoyan's pupils contracted slightly as he asked in a strained voice.
It seems so. Be a bit careful.
Yao Lao replied somewhat vaguely, as he too was not entirely sure what was happening. Hearing this, Xiaoyan's heart sank. In the next instant, he turned his head to look at the cluster of green flames in midair. Making a quick decision, he said,
Teacher, how do we collect that heavenly flame? Hurry, there is no more time. Once that thing comes out, I fear we will...
Be careful!
Before Xiaoyan could finish his sentence, Yao Lao shouted an urgent warning in his mind. At Yao Lao's shout, Xiaoyan's heart suddenly tightened. More than a year of hard cultivation had trained him to maintain vigilance at any moment. His expression changed instantly as his toes tapped the ground and his body rapidly retreated. Bang! Just as Xiaoyan moved back, the giant snake's body on the ground suddenly exploded. Pitch-black scales shot out in all directions, and the entire corpse turned into powder. In the instant the snake corpse turned to powder, a terrifying aura suddenly erupted. With a speed that was frightening, it quickly covered the entire city.
Has Her Majesty the Queen succeeded?
Sensing this vaguely familiar aura, all the snake people throughout the city looked at one another. Their expressions immediately turned to wild joy, and countless earth-shaking cheers echoed through the sky. At the moment this aura erupted, the face of Jia He, who was outside the circle of purple light, changed drastically. At the same time, his body retreated several dozen meters, almost uncontrollably. As his figure retreated, Jia He's face looked quite ugly as he shouted toward the black-robed person standing in midair.
Go, quickly. Queen Medusa has succeeded in her evolution.
Do not panic.
Facing the direction where the terrifying aura had suddenly erupted, the black-robed person remained as calm as before. Although others might find it difficult to perceive the abnormality in this aura, she clearly realized that while this aura was terrifyingly powerful, it seemed to lack the strength to sustain itself. Her perception was not wrong. From the moment the aura erupted, it was only 10 seconds before it began to rapidly recede into the light like a tide. With the disappearance of the aura, the jubilation inside the city also came to an abrupt halt. All the snake people looked surprised, their hearts filled with unease and worry. When the aura had suddenly erupted, Xiaoyan's face had turned a few shades paler. His feet slammed into the ground, and in that instant, he had retreated more than 10 meters. When the aura vanished, it also left Xiaoyan feeling somewhat surprised. However, He did not dare to be careless. His eyes narrowed, staring fixedly at the spot where the purple snake's body had just exploded. Some black dust fell into his palm, which was drenched in sweat. As the black dust slowly drifted down, a 7-colored phantom suddenly shot out from the mist. The speed of the phantom seemed to pierce through the obstacles of space, being so fast that people could not react in time. In his black eyes, only a 7-colored light flashed. Xiaoyan's face was filled with terror. Before he could clearly see what the opponent was, he did not dare let it touch his body.
Damn it! The speed is too fast!
Even though Xiaoyan wanted to dodge, the speed of the 7-colored phantom was truly frightening. Even compared to the fastest speed Xiaoyan had witnessed in the Magical Beast mountain range, this was clearly much faster. Just as the Douqi in his body began to surge, the 7-colored phantom arrived with a sharp sound of rushing wind right by his ear.
Sizzle. At this critical moment, a bone-chilling white flame suddenly erupted from around Xiaoyan's body. The searing temperature toasted the surrounding air until it smoked and distorted. Chai. Seemingly sensing the power of that bone-chilling white flame, the 7-colored phantom that was rapidly charging at Xiaoyan stopped abruptly right in front of him. The transition from extreme motion to extreme stillness happened naturally and decisively, without any sense of hesitation. The 7-colored light stood a few inches from Xiaoyan's face, finally revealing its body within his sight. His face still held a hint of terror from the soul-stirring rush of the creature, but when Xiaoyan saw the creature appearing before him, his fear could not help but turn into surprise and even a bit of interest. The creature appearing before Xiaoyan was a small snake, only about 2 inches long. Its entire body was covered in tiny 7-colored scales. Its pupils were a pale purple, giving off a vague sense of enchantment. An unusual fresh fragrance lingered around its body. Although it was currently just a small snake, it exuded an air of elegance and nobility. Although the snake did not look too fierce, in fact, it was quite beautiful. This kind of beautiful creature would likely make many women forget their usual hatred for snakes.
The small 7-colored snake did not have many sharp attacking parts on its body, but Xiaoyan could vaguely sense a terrifying power hidden within this tiny form, something that even a Do Huang expert would not dare to underestimate. The small snake floated in front of Xiaoyan. In its pale purple eyes, there was not a hint of killing intent. Instead, they looked extremely pure and clean. Although Xiaoyan knew that this small snake might be the evolution of Queen Medusa, whose fierce name shook the entire desert, he found it difficult to feel any resistance toward it. The small 7-colored snake flicked its tiny tail slightly and stared at Xiaoyan with its pale purple pupils. It tried to move forward a little, but fearing the bone-chilling white flame on Xiaoyan's body, it immediately pulled its head back. Its purple eyes looked at Xiaoyan with a hint of pitiful vulnerability. His body stiff as he stared at the seemingly harmless 7-colored snake in front of him, Xiaoyan did not dare to move an inch. He swallowed a mouthful of saliva and asked hesitantly in his heart,
Teacher, is it Queen Medusa?
Yes.
Yao Lao nodded gloomily, letting out a soft sigh as he murmured,
This 7-colored body, these pale purple pupils, this fragrance on the body, this heaven-reaching power? I did not expect that what Queen Medusa called evolution was actually the evolution of the soul, breaking away from the original physical body and using soul power to condense a truly new body.
So what has she evolved into now?
Xiaoyan asked uneasily.
Coupled with Queen Medusa's soul that you saw earlier, which was a large purple snake, that is a rank 6 magical beast, the purple nether flame python soul. It is said that this purple nether flame python has a small amount of ancient exotic beast blood flowing in its body. With enough luck, if this purple nether flame python can activate that thin bloodline, it can evolve into its ancient ancestor. Of course, this probability is extremely, extremely low, so low it can be forgotten.
Yao Lao said softly,
The ancient exotic beast is said to be able to contend with a Dou Sheng expert and is known as the seven-colored heaven-swallowing python. The signs to identify it are this seven-colored body, the pale purple pupils, the fragrance, and the heaven-reaching power.
It matches this small, seven-colored snake in front of me perfectly.
Xiaoyan's eyes twitched slightly as he spoke tremblingly in his heart.
Yes, if I am not mistaken, this small snake before you is the legendary seven-colored heaven-swallowing python, and also the new body of Queen Medusa.
Yao Lao sighed. Swallowing a mouthful of saliva, Xiaoyan looked at the seemingly harmless seven-colored snake with disbelief. This thing was the ancient exotic beast that could contend with a legendary Dou Sheng expert?
That's not right. If she is Queen Medusa, why don't I feel any killing intent from her toward me? Normally, if it were truly that fierce woman, she would have killed me right here, wouldn't she?
Staring fixedly at the newborn-like curiosity in the small snake's pupils, Xiaoyan asked in confusion.
That I do not know.
Yao Lao said awkwardly.
Perhaps during the evolution, that lightning strike caused her to lose her memory?
Quote, ... Quote.
Hearing this, several frown lines appeared on Xiaoyan's forehead. He licked his lips and said softly,
Teacher, I feel like it doesn't have any killing intent. If so, should I try to dispel the bone-chilling flame?
All right, be a bit careful.
Hearing this, Yao Lao hesitated for a moment before nodding. Following Yao Lao's words, the bone-chilling white flame covering Xiaoyan's body quickly disappeared. Once the flame had completely vanished, Xiaoyan clenched his sweat-drenched hands and stared at the seven-colored snake, asking softly and carefully.
Your Majesty, the Queen?
The small snake did not respond to Xiaoyan's question. It blinked its crystal-clear eyes, its tail moved slightly, and it slowly floated towards Xiaoyan. Watching its movements, Xiaoyan was terrified but forced himself to remain still. The small seven-colored snake circled Xiaoyan a few times without showing any intent to attack, which made Xiaoyan let out a heavy sigh of relief. Flicking its tail and spinning around once more, the seven-colored snake suddenly stopped above Xiaoyan's palm. Its clear eyes stared with a hint of craving at the storage ring on Xiaoyan's hand. It then looked up at Xiaoyan and let out a few soft cries, as if it were acting spoiled.